Hello and welcome to Pod Meets World. I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
I'm Justin.
And this week we're talking about the episode Boys to Mensa.
Yeah.
It's a Boys to Men joke.
Yeah.
You don't know what Boys to Men is?
No.
No? Okay. We probably won't get into it. Anyway, this episode originally aired October 29th, 1993, attracting 21.3 million viewers, which is substantially up from the previous week.
That's quite
a bit.
About 4 million. Number one at the box office this week, The Beverly Hillbillies.
Nice.
Just that, or was them going to?
No, they did
Hills?
a movie in the 90s with what's his name who played Ernest
Okay.
and some other folks what did other things.
Okay.
I don't remember who else was in it. I'm pretty sure Ernest was in it. Billboard 100 number one for the week.
Mariah Carey.
Dream Lover by Mariah Carey.
Oh my
There, I got the name right this time.
Maybe it won't be next time.
Maybe I'll forget it next time.
It won't be next time.
Okay.
It'll be somebody else.
Amazing. I don't have to remember that name anymore.
But it will be a different M name.
Oh,
Shoot.
poor dude.
Although I don't think you will not remember this name. Because it is very... Well, it's not a normal name. For a human being.
Okay.
It is for a food item, though. Anyway.
Mayonnaise.
Yes, the infamous band Mayonnaise.
Okay. You said food item, and that was the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, food item that starts with M. What famous musical act could that be? It couldn't be Meatloaf. That wouldn't be possible.
Meatalica. I don't know if that's supposed to be a jab at it. It's not. It's just me being stupid.
Anyway. It's nearing Halloween, and Corey tests out a fake red nose in Mr. Feeney's class, taking the term clown a little too literally. Mr. Feeney demands that he keeps it on for the rest of the morning, and he returns graded book reports. Corey protests his poor grade and asks why Mr. Feeney picks on him over someone like Minkus. Mr. Feeney then asks him if he's offered a blow to the head.
Yeah.
Mr. Feeney all but scoffs at the idea that Minkus doing anything meriting getting picked on. Corey ends up with detention. I'm sure it's not the first time, and it won't be the last.
Yeah.
And the first time in the show was the first
Yes.
episode.
Yes. Sean meets up with Corey after detention. Sean got his own detention slip from his art teacher.
Somehow he
How
got
do you
a
detention in art?
Art.
And they find an answer sheet for an upcoming IQ test in the trash. Corey decides to memorize the answers, score high, and finally get Mr. Feeney to treat him as good as Minkus. He scores highest in the school, making Feeney suspicious. Though he doesn't voice his suspicions, rather he lavishes over-exaggerated praise on Corey.
Congratulations!
I bow to your intellect. He sends Corey home with a letter for his parents, and after a whole lot of nerves, Sean opens up the letter and learns that their teacher just wants to talk to Corey's parents. Though Corey's hesitant, Sean convinces him to keep up the act. His attempt to look cultured involves playing classical music in his room, timed for his parents to walk in.
With a giant foam
He's
finger.
got the film.
I mean, that's how you look like a cultured individual?
He was
or,
conducting with his Phillies foam finger. I don't know what's more cultured than that.
Well, conducting in a bit more an appropriate manner would have been better.
No, his conducting was superior. I know it doesn't make any sense.
It's
But-
not supposed to.
Yeah. They're not fooled at all, but they refrain from accusing him in hopes that he'll admit what he did. They're interrupted by Morgan in a grisly zombie costume. Eric took her shopping and picked her out the last zombie costume. Though Amy doesn't really care for it, Alan, Eric, and Morgan think it's pretty cool. The next day, Corey confides in Sean that he doesn't like lying to his parents and feels like the whole genius thing has gotten out of hand. Sean, however, gets a rush from it.
Of course he does.
But Sean and Corey convince themselves that it's technically not their fault. With some fucking leaps in logic.
I'm trying to remember what those particular...
Oh no, it's like,
leaps of
well, if they
logic are.
didn't give us detention, we wouldn't have been in the school to find the sheet.
Yeah, exactly.
And if they didn't give us that test to begin with, they wouldn't think
We
that we
couldn't
were
have used the answers.
And why they put the bloody answer sheet right at the top of the garbage pile, right in plain view.
Mr. Feeney takes Corey out of class to give him one last chance to confess before revealing that Corey's being transferred to a school for prodigies. With no sports. Corey will die there.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
Corey blusters and tries to get out of it. Mr. Feeney ominously says that Corey deserves everything he's going to get. After school, Corey calls Sean over to yell at him and shoot him with a Nerf gun. What are you trying to do? Kill me? Oh, yes. He blames Sean for egging him on to keep up the genius charade. A woman from the gifted school, Miss Burtham, is coming over to give him a test, and Sean thinks Corey should just fail it so he doesn't get accepted. He does so, but the snooty Miss Burtham thinks Corey failed the test on purpose so that he wouldn't get taken away from his friends. Frustrated with how the whole thing has snowballed, Corey finally confesses to his parents that he cheated on the first test, and they confirm that they knew. Miss Burtham is not pleased and leaves, though not before Corey's parents decide that they're proud of the normal kids. Corey's parents ground him for 2 weeks, but allow him to go trick-or-treating and tell him he doesn't have to be something that he's not. The next day, Corey gives up his nose and the title of class clown to Mr. Feeney. He finally knows why Mr. Feeney is harder on Corey than he is on other kids who score the same on tests. On Halloween, in the post-credits, Mr. Feeney drops by the Matthews house for some candy, since the trick-or-treaters don't like the rollers he's giving out. Jesus H. Christ.
Okay. Out of most crazy things that are given out, apples, people, what are you thinking? Toothbrushes, some people, understandable. Seriously? Rulers?
Rulers?
It is a wooden stick. Do you want kids running down the street smacking people with those?
I think that's what the idea is with these wooden sticks, right? You just go running and smacking people with them.
No. I swear to God, they got like an extra box of rulers at the school, and he was like, I could save like $20 if I just took them. Like, what the fuck? Three trick-or-treaters show up, and one of them, recognizing Mr. Feeney, says that Corey called him the best teacher in the whole school. Feeney, convinced as Corey, takes off the boys' masks to reveal another kid. Feeney apologizes and gives them the rest of his rulers before leaving. Have a ruler. I'll just have them all. So
Congratulations, you embarrassed Mr. Feeney.
And it was Sean and
after
Corey
he's
and
gone, the other two
Yeah.
trick-or-treaters take off their masks to reveal Corey and Sean. And they say I'm not a genius, brags Corey with a grin. It's a pretty good little sting at the end.
And I'm not a genius. Oh, Corey, you rambunctious little scamp.
Just take the test. You'll do fine.
Yeah, no, I want you to do the best you can.
Yeah, do the best you can. That's good advice, Sean.
Such an asshole.
Because you're not going to pass that test, buddy.
Alrighty. So what did you guys think of this episode?
It was really fun. Sort of going with the typical liar reveal, but just the fact that it was the Halloween episode just kind of saved it.
Well, I mean, it worked either way, I thought.
Oh, I thought it was a fun little. I mean, like, it is what it is. It's a show from the early '90s that's aimed at like families. Like they're gonna have those like lesson of the week kind of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was fairly well handled, and you know, they managed to be better than a lot of other shows would with the same material.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's more thought put into a lot of it.
When all else fails, just added a Nerf gun.
I love that. He just unloads on him with a Nerf gun. What are you trying to do? Kill me? So if neither of you have anything else to bring up about this episode, I have. The next episode we will be covering Grandma Was a Rolling Stone.
Is this a music reference?
Well, Well, yes, Justin.
I'm questioning which, though. I know a couple of Rolling Stones.
I'm just going to read a couple of highlights from this episode. Eric recruits his sister Morgan to be his wingman. Alan's mother, Bernice, arrives and brings gifts for the kids. I'm not going to reveal what those gifts are. Because they're too good.
For those of you not knowing, it's essentially spoilers, 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 spoilers.
Oh, yes. And Mr. Feeney, well, he seeks out Eric's help to entertain his niece. It's gonna be a good one. Anyway, until next week, I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Justin.